What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to a brand new episode of my FIFA 14 World Cup Squad Builder series. We're basically building a squad for every single nation participating in this summer's Brazil World Cup, showing you the squad and doing a review and some of the goals of some of the players in the team, and give you a review whether to use them, players to avoid and stuff like that, and incorporate the World Cup, which is getting ever closer. I cannot wait for that. But today we're going to be doing the World Cup squad of Bosnia and Herzegovina. They've got some fairly solid players in FIFA 14, a couple of informed players as well. I think this is a team I've got the most informed players I've used so far. But we're going to start off with the formation, and again, we're just going to keep it simple, 4-4-2. It seemed to fill the spots perfectly well for all the players available to choose from. We've got a mix of a couple of silvers and a couple of golds, so let's get straight into the players. We're going to quickly change nationality to Bosnia and Herzegovina just to speed things up. There it is. And we're going to start off with the goalkeeper, and I have this player here, Begovic, plays for Stoke, 81 rated keeper. Picked him up the glove chemistry style, and he's got some very good decent stats, and for his price he's a fantastic keeper. 6'7", 83 diving, 81 handling, 86 reflexes, 78 position for 950 coins. Fantastic buy indeed. Moving out to the right back, we have a silver player, and it's going to be this player here, Mutzka. I'm not too sure on these pronunciations of some of the players, guys. I'm sorry if I do offend anyone or get them horribly wrong, but he plays for Freiburg in the Bundesliga. 73 rated silver player, not the fastest of players, got decent stats across the board, fairly solid player, 6'1", so he's got a decent amount of height, and 1,100 coins, okay price. Moving on to the two centre backs, we're going to have the first in form of the team. It's going to be this player here, Spasic, another Bundesliga player, plays for Bayer Leverkusen, and not the fastest player, 61 pace, but still got fairly solid defending and heading stats, and 6 foot, high defensive work rate as well. Cost me at the scar price in form 11k, not too bad if you guys are looking for some informed players to put in your teams. Moving on to the other centre back, we're going to have this player here, another silver player, another Bundesliga player. This player here, I think it's Bikasic, I'm not too sure on that one, but similar pace, 63, not the fastest, but he's got decent defending and heading stats for a silver player, 6'1" as well, so he can win a couple of headers, and hopefully should do fairly solidly there at the back. Moving on to the final player of the defence, we have this player here, Banoza. I believe I used him before, left back. I believe he plays in the Polish league, I think it is, and 83 pace. He's got decent stats across the board. I've used him before, and he does that job fairly solidly. Moving on to the midfield, we're going to start out with the right-hand side. We have this player here, another silver player. It's going to be this player here, Halovic. Plays for Galatasaray. I believe there is two versions of him. I think his other version is for Grasshoppers in the Rafson SL League. But right mid, 74 rated player, 83 pace, 81 dribbling, 70 shooting. Very good stats indeed. High attacking work rate, 4-star weak foot, left footed on the right, so he can cut inside, and got the Hawk chemistry style on as well. Hopefully he should be a very good solid right mid. Moving out to the left mid, we have this player here, Lulic, plays for Lazio in the Serie A, 79 rated gold rare player, decent amount of pace, and look at those stats, all above 70s, pace is 80, very good player, medium, 6 foot. He'll do a very good job out on that left side. Moving on to the two midfielders, first we're going to have here is another Bundesliga player, this player here, Salihovic, plays for Hoffenheim, 77 rated, he's got an inform card, however that is actually as a stupidly left back, but 6 foot, not the fastest players, but I believe he's got the best free kicks, or best, well, very good free kicks, got decent shooting, decent passing, decent dribbling, and hopefully should do quite well in that midfield role. He's going to be joined up with this informed player here, Panic, another Serie A player, plays for AS Roma. I believe this is his second informed card. His other informed card is an 80 rated. He's also got an upgraded card, looks like a very good, solid player. Decent stats across the board. Picking off the Anchor chemistry style, and that's just what was available for 20k. Very good, solid player. Moving on to the two strikers hub here. First we're going to have here is going to be this player here. Besic, plays for Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. Quite a few Bundesliga players, but he's probably the only player that I'm not too sure about how using him. Golden on-rare player. Decent heading, not the fastest pace, decent shooting as well, so hopefully he can win a couple of headers and get decent shooting done. And moving on to the final player, one of the best players of the team is going to be this player here, Edin Dzeko, the Manchester City striker. This is his most recent in-form card, 84 rated, 14k for him. Fantastic price, decent pace, good dribbling, shooting, passing, heading, decent weak foot, as well. 6'4", so he's quite tall up top and works very well indeed, guys. So that is the squad builder for the Bosnia and Herzegovina team. Got some very good, solid players in there. Not too expensive either, especially with 3 informed cards. I still think it was at least under maybe 60k probably. So that's a very good team indeed. Let's move into some of the goals and review of the players. So guys, I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, guys, so let's move into some of the goals and the review of this Bosnian and Herzegovinian World Cup squad. Overall, I enjoyed playing with this squad. I think it actually performed quite well, considering it's actually in a 4-4-2, which I don't personally like too much. I don't think it works too well for my playstyle, but we obviously got 3 informs in this team, and those 3 informs were definitely worth the money. They're all very, very cheap informs, and I definitely recommend them if you guys are looking to pick up some cheap informs to build some nice hybrid squads around and stuff like that. We're going to start off with the goalkeeper, Begovic. He did the job. Very, very good keeper on this game. He's got all the stats you want and does the job in that goalkeeping position. Moving on to the back 4, you've obviously got 3 silver players. They did the job. They just, I don't know, kept the defense fairly solid. I did feel this team actually had a lot of heading capability around the whole team. Some very, very good headers of the ball, and which also work quite well when you're coming up against some pacey players where you can make sure you can win the headers. Spasic, the centre-back, who's in form, very, very good choice, and for the Scar price, fantastic player. Moving on to the midfield, the 2 wingers, they did the job. They had a decent amount of pace with getting up forward, getting the balls into the box for us to head of them, especially when you've got 2 strikers, Zeko and Basic. They both were fantastic at heading, also fantastic at finishing as well. They didn't have the pace, but if you've got those 2 up top, you can just fling the balls in from the wingers, and it is easy, basically. If you want to join the crew and play a bit newbie, that's what you want to do. But overall, the squad actually performed quite well in terms of that. 2 centre-mids, they did the job. Panic and Salihovic both had fairly solid shots, and both had good passing, finding the balls, and you could rely on them to create some chances in the middle to be able to get the balls between the 1-2s, between the strikers and them 2. But overall, the squad actually performed quite well. 3 informed players, which you always want to, as many informs as you can get in a squad, that's always the better. But for the price of the squad, considering the amount of players in there, the informs, it was a fantastic squad to play with. Definitely recommend any of the players. Probably the defense was a bit of the shabby, especially the fullbacks, but you don't really need them too much in the game. But guys, that's my World Cup squad for Bosnia and Herzegovina. If I've missed any players that you would have liked to see in that squad, put them in the comments. Remember to hit that like button. Also remember to subscribe. Stay tuned to this series and the upcoming episodes of this series as well, guys. This has been Crush. Turn us down. Adios.